Hello, all freaking like it made a Roku here. So, we are back with another video. So, this is my character, Scout Alexandria. Now, this video is going to be a little longer because Scout has a lot more to her than some of my other characters. Let's see, what kind of outfit do we want to put her in? I think I'm going to go with this one. This is Scout's little house. She's very... She sticks to herself. So she has like this little farmhouse like in the valley. Like, it's a nice little place. Very small. And she does have like a little tiny guest room. Big enough for one person to live in. And then, of course, she has like this also little work area in the back here, which comes in handy for her job, actually. So, as for Scout, first let me give a little background. Scout actually came from Tennessee. And her story goes that she was one of 4 children. She has 3 older brothers. And her brothers... Sorry, I just woke up. So if I sound kind of blah, that's why. But anyways, her brothers... The 2 oldest ones are very, very snobby, but the one that was closer to her age told her all she needed to know about vehicles. Scout Alexandria is definitely a tomboy. Just because she might dress like a girl and is a girl, don't get her wrong. She can hang with the guys like it's nothing. And her brother that was closer to her age, he taught her everything that she needed to know about vehicles and cars and everything. Sadly, like most people, things happen and then everything just kind of changes. And she would stay with her parents. Because, you know, with 4 childs and only 1 girl, she was the... Well, she had 3 brothers. But then she had 2 sisters, too. Because I actually forgot about her sisters. She had one sister that was actually younger than her. And then she had another she had another sister that was really young. She was only 18 and kind of like a wild party girl. So, yeah, she has a lot of siblings. The two sisters kind of move on, and well, her older sister ended up moving on, doing her own thing, and nobody knows where she is. Her younger sister, who I used to like RPing as, though back on the old server, but her younger sister is too much of a party animal. Like Scout, she took on the street racing, and yeah, that's why she's not around. Try to figure out what car I want to drive. But anyways, so her older brother showed her cars. Scout used to love to go street racing or mudding through fields or whatnot. It's just who she was. And her brothers also taught her how to fix cars and everything. Ooh, let me look away. For some reason, my graphics are kind of broken, so I get like this really bad lighting before the sun comes up on the server, and I have no idea how to fix it. Like, I'm even afraid to actually look that way, guys. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, let actually go in to the house until that goes away. I've been doing the not avoiding that, I guess and yeah. As you can tell, it really messes up my whole graphics. And it's actually over Chloe's house, like where Chloe's house is. Yeah. Go away. Okay, it's gone. It's only for like a split second. I don't know what's causing it. I uninstalled my graphics pack and everything, and even tried a newer one, and it still doesn't. So I give up. So back to Scout. She was knowing. She was definitely knowing for racing in her neck of the woods, or fixing vehicles, or whatever you could think of. I guess you could say she was definitely one for the car and truck communities. And after her brother like, the brother that y'all taught her everything, he actually passed away from a street race gone wrong. So that leaves Scout with the other two brothers who are very stuck up. And then the sisters that kind of just vanished and did their own thing. Trying to figure out what vehicle I want to drive. Okay, I rolled this one. There we go. Oh, I do have the license plate. Okay, cool. So I can actually change that. But, so that brother ended up passing away because of street racing. Which kind of made Scout a little cold. Because that's the one that she always spent most of her time with. So, fast forward from that, then more tragedy strengthened the family. She lost both her parents. It's unclear why her parents passed, but Scout was left everything, and being the only child that was left to actually stick with the family, she was left everything. And of course the two older brothers didn't like this, so they tried to bully Scout into giving up the family property, giving up a lot of the vehicles that her brother and her parents had. And it was just like a constant fight. So Scout got tired of it. At the time, she also had a fiance that was also working for her evil brothers. So at the same time, while they're trying to get her to hand stuff over, they're using her fiance to do the same exact thing. Scout being Scout realizes, okay, you want to mess with me, how about this? And she literally burns down her entire family home with everything inside of it. And then collects the money, insurance money, actually gets her ex arrested because she made it look like he did it. And literally left state and headed for here. Scout then created her community and her business, which is called Pretty Reckless. Or, well, not Pretty Reckless, Pretty Poison. I always want to say Pretty Reckless because I like their music. But, anyways, but Pretty Poison is a hardcore community. Gang, whatever you want to call it. She has a lot of street cars and a lot of shoot cars. Drift. She goes mudding. So she made a life for herself, as you can see. And what she does is she also owns a dealership that is mostly classic cars. And she has a flatbed. She does not do towing or anything. She just is a normal garage. And she does tow, like, she'll go to a junkyard, find a old car, and literally restore it, and then resell it at her classic poison shop. But Scout is definitely known for her car community. Some people may say they're like a gang, but the only trouble they really the only trouble they do get into is, normal street racing and being on properties they're not supposed to be on. Which to them is like, well, hey, it's worth getting arrested for this stuff or a ticket. We're actually going to head to her shop right now. I need to put some money in. But so yeah, but she ends up burning down her family home, which really upsets her brothers. So they try to go after her, but by the time they try and say anything, she is long gone and nobody knows where she is. So she takes all the money that her parents left for her and makes a new life for herself in here.
What the fuck?
Like at first she just does a bunch of car shows, making money that way. And then eventually, after she does car shows, why am I filling here? I could just go to her shop and fill up. I know, I can drive normal for so freaking long, and then it's like, okay, too many red lights.
Go back to your...
I don't have to go that way. No, I'll get back here. But, yeah, so she comes here, she makes a life for herself on here. She's definitely a underground reason. I always joke that Scout is literally my Fast and Furious character. And she's all about like the car community. She's all about cars. When it comes to friends, she'd rather just be friends with cars, like and stuff like that. Working at her garage, she don't mind people working at her garage, but when it actually comes to her actual car community, or how it's set up here at gang, but when it comes to her actual car community, which is the same exact name as her business, she keeps it secret, and only a lucky few that she actually trusts will even be able to join Pretty Poisons. But for her garage, as long as you follow her rules, she will usually hire anybody. But that's all she is, though, is a garage. She doesn't do tows. She doesn't do roadside assistance. She works on If she works on her cars, either at the shop or at home. As you could tell, she had like a shed that she could pull into. This is all of Pretty Reckless's place, which is kind of cool because you have your own convenience store, you have your own gas station, and then you got the garage and dealership. Scout is very all about her personal stuff. Hold on a minute. I gotta let the cat out of my room. So let me mute up for a little. Sorry about that, guys. I shut my door so that I don't have to have all the background stuff playing, and that's in the background. So yeah. But then the cats come in and it's like, oh hey mom, hello mom, we want to go out now. We're going to get ourselves in your door. But we don't know how to get back out. I don't have a regular bedroom door. I actually have a door. They kind of call it, it's called a barn door. It's kind of like the doors that slide into the wall, but this one is on the outside, and it's heavy, and it runs on a track. So they know how to get inside my room, but they do not know how to get out of it. So then I have to get up because they sit there and bug the heck out of me until I let them out. So, anyways, so this is a Scout shop. It's a 3-bay garage. Right now, Scout's the only one that actually works here. So if Scout's not around, this place is definitely not open. I forget. If I have to have cash in my hands. Yes, I do. Okay. But, Scout pretty much is that 1,000? I think so. But Scout pretty, well, not 1,000 I meant, yeah. But Scout does everything that she can for vehicles. She's actually maybe one of the cheapest people around. Hold on, I could actually look up the price of her stuff now. Let me find it. I will answer him back later. Oh, no, see, now the cats are trying to get into the room. So, mostly all her stuff, like for repairs and inspections, is anywhere from 200 to 2,000, which isn't that bad. All her customizations for her vehicles is $500, and then of course the upgrades are where it gets expensive. But she does put armor on the cars. So, say that you want a level 4 package deal, and like this is all together. With turbo, it would be 40k. Without turbo, it would be 35k. But to add armor to your vehicle, it will be an extra 10k. So you're either going to pay, so if you want like the whole thing done to your car, like max level everything, it will be 50k for the whole car. Or say you don't want the turbo, so then it would be 45k with the armor. So her prices are very cheap. I decided to keep it that way. Just because I'm not going to charge what Flaming Cat will charge. Flaming Cat does a lot more stuff and has a lot more employees. Where right now Scout works by herself. So, she has a garage, she has a gas station, and there's a little convenience store. Then this is her lovely community, her car dealership. course, not only does she have classics that she fixes up, but she also sells a bunch of different cars too. I will tell you, these cars are a little expensive. So unless you're going to come to, unless, these cars are kind of expensive. But anything on this lot, well, mostly everything on this lot is 500K. Of course, with how easy it is to make money on in Splinter Chaos, yeah. Actually, I can actually show you. So to buy the cars, you have to actually come into the dealership, and the catalog is literally right here. And then, of course, you have all the cars. The pictures are broken, so not all the cars are going to be showing. So unless you know, like, what the names are and stuff, you can see it. Yeah, these two are kind of like really expensive. Then you have some cheaper stuff. The reason it says Roku is because these used to be my personal cars on another server. So anything that's under the Roku tab is going to be 500K. But there is like a whole list. My problem with this is keeping this door unlocked. Because if I don't unlock this door, you won't be able to buy anything. So it does get kind of hectic. Actually, all research is gonna happen soon. In a few hours, so I'm not going to bother unlocking it. But like for rules and stuff for Scout's company and her gang and stuff, like her rules are very simple. But one of the rules even says, like, Pretty Poison is a car community gang and business. Do not do anything with selling stuff like drugs on the server or selling weapons, like, regular gang stuff. And it literally says the only trouble with the law should be street related things, drifting, racing, and so on. So I made it, I wanted to make, like, I'm not saying that you can't do that stuff in the RP scenario, but working for Scout, and I can't remember if I locked this door. Yeah, I did. Like, working for Scout, like, she don't want cops is snooping around her business. Now, if only I can remember how to get in to the car underground racetrack. I know we had a different entrance and I don't know, remember where it was. So I might have to use my government powers on freaking... Oh my goodness, I don't know where it is. I can try and check the old place. Where it used to be. Is the entrance? Oh my god, yes it is. Okay, so let's do this one. But this is more Scouts area. And Scout spends a lot of time down here. Especially if I had her other car. Her other car can actually drift this whole track. I mean, I'm sure this one can drift too. Not as good as my Skyline can now. This track will go forever. There we go. This car can drift if it wants to. Oh, I'm getting rusty at drifting. Those has stuff in the back. Huh. I just forgot that this has stuff in the back. Okay, so now the question is how do I crank it out? I think this is... But that's why she keeps her. That's why she keeps her garage close by. She hangs out down here a lot. This is her area. Scout does have a pet too. Problem is we can't get the vet to work, so may have to look into another pet script once again. So but yeah, I would show you her pet, but her pet is kind of not won't spawn. But so this is pretty much a Scout story. I do plan on growing her like little card community, and I really hope that people know that just because you want to do a gang, it don't have to be like the Ballas or the Lost MC or something like that. You can literally just be like how I use it as a card community. Like we use the gang setup, but I use it as a card community. Hold on, you just know what I am up to. Anyways, what I was trying to do was spray paint pretty poisons on the side of the building. I usually put it either on this side, in like that area, or I'll put it on this side, facing the wall. For some reason I cannot do that because you need spray paint, and I don't know where you get spray paint from. I don't even think it's in any of the stores. And I can't check that store because that one does not work. I've been trying to get people to set this store up so that when you're when you're working on cars and everything, you'll be able to come here and just buy food or drinks or whatever you need. What's also really cool about her shop, that says if you don't want to just sit around and wait for the card to be done, busy. You're kind of, yeah. You can always, well, yeah, you can always just come here, and this is a awesome pizza place. Nobody owns this yet. But it's a really cool pizza place, and it has a script to it where you can actually make like pasta and pizza, sell wine. Nobody has yet to own this. And like what's really cool, if you don't want to be too far away from business, well, the owner gets like this nice area up here. Like this is basically like the break room. You got locker rooms, the break room. Very fancy break room. You got the owner's office, like the full-on owner's office. And then you have this office. A little more nicer. So a few people could run this store. If you're up to running a pizza place, just know you're going to have to actually make everything. But don't worry. It will tell you what you need to make. And it comes with all the ingredients. You just have to figure out like where all the ingredients are. I think over here is where you make like the pizza and everything. Like you literally even have to use this. I don't have the job, so I can't actually show you how it works. Oh, and then this is really cool too. The freezer actually is a freezer. So this is probably where like all your ingredients are or something. I don't know. I have to see how that script is set up. But just know, if you want to own a pizza place and make your own pizza and all that stuff, feel free. Like, feel free to own this place. Just make a ticket in the Discord. So there isn't much about Scout that I haven't told you. You know her background story. You know she pretty much burned down her family home and took off running with the money. And now she has a better life here, her own business, her own little car community. And eventually, she's going to have a lot of tickets and be arrested a lot for street racing and drifting and whatever else. She is probably one of my favorite characters, and I kind of wish my friend would have came over to the server because they were actually street racing buddies. But yeah, if you're on the server and like the whole street racing thing, like car community, street racing, car shows, all that kind of stuff is something for you, definitely hit me up. Because even on my Discord, I am known as like a Maiden Roku. Some call me Lycan, some call me Maiden, some call me Roku. It's, well, a Maiden is only for, is what I'm called, like, on certain servers. Well, on one server. Wow. But, yeah. I'm actually heading to, there's a reason why she has so much money. Is because I've been really grinding with this character. Because I wanted her to have a lot of money. I like that song. But you pretty much know her story now. And you know what became of her. And no, she doesn't talk to anybody from her family anymore. She just kind of chills with whoever's around. And she's more relaxed. She's not cocky like Lily. You can actually have a decent conversation with her. She's willing to help. She'll help out anybody. But yeah, other than that is Scout's story. I think after this video, there's only 2 more stories that I have to go through yet. But for real, if you're looking for a race or anything, like speeding or whatnot, and not afraid of the cops being pulled over by cops, definitely hit up Scout. She'll most likely answer by Twitter. It never works. We have an extra. So, yeah. That's pretty much Scout's story, though. And really can't wait to actually get more people to actually do car shows and to have race and drift events and whatnot. I think it would be fun. But anyways, I think I'm going to stop this video here, and I hope you guys enjoy. The next two characters that I will be doing a video for is Luna Darkman and Nico Viskov. But I don't know when. I'll try to have those videos up this weekend. Can't make any promises. But yeah, until next time, guys, hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever. We'll catch you in a later video. Bye.